everyone, and welcome to this edition of LTV News. I'm Kate Flynn.
And I'm Jillian Santacrucci. Efforts on behalf of the Networking and Technical Services Department have made breakthrough efforts in making Wi-Fi access available throughout much of campus. Browsing a web page to log into a wireless network is now a thing of the past, as connection now starts once a student's device is in range. Connect to the network by finding TCNJ Setup Wireless under Wireless Networks and wait for the security profile to finish its installation. You will then be asked to enter your TCNJ username and password. The installation of wireless access for the School of Business and the Science Complex are anticipated to start this semester.
Tuesday, February 12th, President Barack Obama presented his State of the Union address as a continuation of his bold new strategy since his re-election in November. He called for widespread cooperation and common sense legislation in his next 4 years. Many proposed priorities in his second term include global warming, immigration reform, economic reorganization, and gun regulation. He cited the students who were killed in Connecticut 2 months ago, a 15-year-old Chicago girl, Haja Pendleton, who was shot and killed last week, as well as Gabrielle Giffords, who was shot in the head in 2011, saying that they deserve a vote on gun regulation, in hopes to prevent further gun violence in the future. He proposed these ideas within the context of bringing our country back to its glory, stating, quote, "Together we have cleared away the rubble of crisis and can say with renewed confidence that the state of our union is stronger."
In entertainment news, the 55th Annual Grammy Awards took place Sunday, February 10th at the Staples Center. The Grammys' choice to censor the dress code with regulations to not show cleavage, puffy skin, to not overexpose flesh, and prohibit commercial logos seemed to be disregarded with a number of celebrities. Katy Perry, Miranda Lambert, Ashanti, Travis Barker, and Jennifer Lopez are just a few of the many that dismissed the dress code.
We will now take a short break and we'll be back with a special performance. Hello and welcome back. For our special performance today, we have Kat and Mylan from the TCNJ Juggling Club. They'll be doing a routine for us today. What will you be doing for us?
We're going to be doing the same routine that we did for the Haitian Student Organization and the Vagina Monologues open mic last week.
Okay, that sounds cool. So how did you guys get involved in juggling?
Well, I know personally, last year, I decided to go to the activities fair because I was a freshman. I didn't know, what to join. And I just saw someone juggling, and I was like, oh, this seems really cool. And he was like, okay, join the juggling club. I was like, nice. And he told me when the meetings were, and I was at every single meeting, and now I love to do it. So.
Cool. What would you say to somebody who wants to get involved in juggling? Is it hard?
It's really not. It just takes perseverance. It's very easy to get discouraged when you first learn to juggle, but you really just need to know that it takes like a solid week to really get good at it. And if you're dedicated and you juggle every day, then you will learn. Everyone can learn how to juggle. And we'll teach you if you come to our club meetings. Our club meets in the stud on Wednesdays at 9 and Thursdays at 3.
Okay.
Fridays at 3.
What's your guys' favorite part about juggling?
I guess being around people. Like, we practice in the student center, so like we practice at a place where people walk in and go out. There's so many people, and they just stop by and watch us, and it's a really cool experience to me.
That's cool. And it's very therapeutic too, just to be able to concentrate on the juggling and the patterns for a while. It's a good, rewarding hobby.
Okay, well, we'll let you get to your routine.
Good luck.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And the world is made of energy, and the world is electricity, and the world is made of energy, and there's a lot inside of you, and there's a lot inside of me, and the world is made of energy, and the world is synchronicity, and the world inside of you, and there's a lot inside of me. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Yeah. We're gonna see the sunlight.
incorporate the acrobatics? Like the split?
I do a lot of yoga, so that was just kind of a natural thing to add to my juggling routines, to do the acrobats.
Pretty much the only thing I did where I stuck my leg out like this. That's the only thing I can do while juggling, so I can't do much.
How long did it take to go from the balls to the pins?
I've been juggling for a year, balls, before it even occurred to me to start pins. I probably could have started sooner, and then it took me like a week of practice to pick them up.
Do you prefer the balls or the pins? Or?
They're very different. The pins are nice because you see they have like a nicer center of gravity. So for tricks like throwing it under your leg are actually easier with the pins and the ball because you don't need to physically put your whole hand under your leg. You can just like put it out here and it'll like spin nicely behind the back. It's a lot easier too.
Personally, I like balls though because I don't know, you don't have to think about much. Like for clubs, you have to like think about, where is my hand on the club and using wrist so that it flips. Whereas a ball, I can just, toss it right up.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about so much things. And personally, I can do more tricks with balls.
Yeah. So let's say somebody who's watching has never juggled before. I know, crazy. What would you say, could you give us like a little tiny tutorial of like your first steps on how to juggle?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Here, you should each take a ball. Okay. So the first thing you want to learn is how to throw the ball. So you throw it up into the middle of the parabola right there. It's going to be at like forehead level. And you don't have to worry about it throwing sideways. Just throw it up and it's going to land in your hand. And something interesting about the human brain is you don't need to look at your hand in order to catch the ball. Your like brain will automatically calculate where the parabola, like where the ball is going to land.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Well, I wish we could get a little bit more into it, but because I'm sure there's something else to it.
Right.
But we have to go.
It's that with brain.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, same thing,
Yeah.
right? Definitely. I'd be so good at it. So I think we have to go now. We'll be right back with more LTV news.
Okay. Thank you for having us.
Pope Benedict XVI disclosed this past Monday at the age of 85 that he will resign on February 28th. The Pope issued a statement stating, quote, "I have come to the certainty that my strengths, due to an advantaged age, are no longer suited to an adequate exercise." Pope Benedict XVI is the first to step down in 6 centuries. A new leader of the Roman Catholic Church could be appointed as soon as March 31st.
Over the last 3 weeks, candidates for the TCNJ's Assistant Dean of Students and Director of Leadership gave 45-minute presentations at an open forum as an informal introduction to the school. The Assistant Dean of Students is a job that will provide visionary direction for an institutional scholarship-based, collaborative, and cutting-edge leadership programs. Each candidate spoke for 45 minutes, and afterwards, there was an opportunity for questions. The candidate was then subject of evaluations from the crowd, and the evaluations were handed to the team of students and staffers who will ultimately choose our next Assistant Dean of Students.
And that does it for this edition of LTV News. If you're interested in becoming a part of LTV, you can join us at Facebook or you can email us at ltv@tcnj.edu. For myself and Kate Flynn and all of us here at LTV, have a wonderful day.